What's up, LBC? Pastor Joel here. I wanted to come tonight and just share with you some special news. Also, let me say hello to all of our family and friends that are out there on our social media platforms. Today is a special day. I want to come before you and just discuss and talk through our next steps as it relates to LBC eyeing a return back to our sanctuary for Sunday morning worship. Now, for those that are members and for those that have been following our church even throughout this pandemic and before, you know that as a church, we have not returned back to our sanctuary. We are now, we've been out now for about 13 months since the beginning of the pandemic. And that has been purposeful because I wanted to ensure as a church, we remain safe. There's still so much to learn, roughly a year ago, so much we did not know in terms of the spread, how it was spreading. And I felt like it would be premature for us to return and not have full knowledge and understanding of what we were facing and potentially jeopardize the lives of our members, creating some type of super spreader event at our church. So we have, through the leading of the Holy Spirit, remained virtual. And I must say, we have grown throughout this process. God has stretched us from our sound team to our musicians to our capabilities now that we did not have before. I believe we're in such a stronger place as a church to move forward and really truly begin to continue to impact lives, not only in the city of Fort Worth and the Metroplex, but even around these United States. And hey, even some exposure that we've gotten of reaching those around the world. So this has been an exciting time, even throughout the pandemic. So we are looking at the potential of eyeing a return back to our sanctuary. In the month of April, our ministers and elders will be working alongside myself to create and finalize policies and procedures for a safe return back to our sanctuary. We are going to, evaluate our registration processes, both on our social media platforms and our church website. We're going to create and review entry procedures as it relates to both check-ins and temperature checks at the door. We will be evaluating our seating procedures in the church just to ensure that there is a safe distance between all those that are coming for worship. And then lastly, we are going to determine whether or not we will need more than one service on Sunday morning. So we are excited about the plans. We've already began some discussions, and so we're going to start working that plan in April. Now, we're excited, but at the same time, understand that we are going to need the church body in order to ensure a safe return back to the sanctuary. Towards the end of April, into the beginning of May, we are going to make an appeal to the church body in order to determine those that would be interested in volunteering. We're going to need volunteers for the safe return, and there's going to be a time of training prior to our soft launch. We're going to need you in order for this return to be successful. It is imperative that we have properly trained volunteers that can help us execute the plans and procedures that we are going to put in place just to ensure our safety and to ensure that we can come and peacefully together as a family corporately worship God in peace and in harmony. So I'm really excited about this process. I'm excited about us coming together, and I'm excited about those that are going to be willing to volunteer so that we can work together as a family and just ensure that we can come back together corporately and see one another again. Now, let me also say this. At the beginning of our return and with our soft launch, we are not going to immediately have services, our youth church and services for our children. We are going to put that on hold until we can first just finalize plans and procedures just to return as a church body. That will be something that we will evaluate some months down the road. The first thing that we want to do is just see how we can put plans and procedures in place so that we can return back live and in person on Sunday morning. We're really excited about it, and I pray that you are as well. Now, one thing you will notice, we're going to take our time. We're going to be very methodical. We're going to be very strategic in our pursuit of our plans and procedures. We're going to review these with healthcare specialized workers, doctors and nurses, just to make sure that we've done everything possible to ensure our safe return. And we're looking forward to it, and I believe God is going to bless us richly. Now, stay tuned for all of our weekly broadcasts. We're on every Sunday morning at 10:30. We'll be sharing information on Sundays. If you're joining us on Wednesday nights, that gives us an opportunity to talk more in person with the church as it relates to what we have going on. So attend our live class on Wednesday nights. You'll see the information on our social media platforms. And then also you can join us on Fridays during our Pray Day Friday, and we'll be sharing information there as well. Stay tuned to all emails for all of our church members. Stay tuned to emails and text alerts. We're going to make sure that we over communicate so that you have all of the information that you need to know what is happening and how we are planning this safe return back to our sanctuary. Now, I want to say this last thing, and then I'm done on tonight, and I just want to appreciate everyone. LVC, let me just say as your pastor, thank you so much. Thank you for your continued support throughout this pandemic. Thank you for your prayers for the leadership team. If we've been working constantly behind the scenes, meeting every other week just to ensure that everything is moving smoothly between Bible study and church on Sunday. We have been trying to remain connected. Thanks for showing up when we've had virtual men and women's events. We appreciate you. And more importantly, thank you for continuing to prioritize your giving unto God so that as a church, we can continue to move forward and function. We have not missed a beat throughout this pandemic, and it is because of your faithfulness and your giving that we have continued to move forward and operate as if we were still in person. It is because of your faithfulness, and because of that, we thank you. If you remember this, at the beginning of 2020, I had spoke to the church, and we were planning a building campaign because there were still some rooms and things that we wanted to remodel on our campus. We wanted to remodel our kitchen and the adjacent room, which is somewhat like a little dining area. We wanted to remodel our bathrooms. There were several things that we wanted to plan for the year of 2020 to complete and remodel. And over the next, and we're literally days away, we're going to have a big reveal of what we've been able to accomplish even without the building campaign. You will notice I didn't push it in 2020. I did not even ask for anything as it related to a building campaign because I knew there was a lot of uncertainty around what was going on with the pandemic. But because you continued to faithfully give, not only were we able to continue to run the church operationally, but over the last couple of weeks, we have been putting in work at the church to remodel. So not only are we coming back for a safe return, I want you to come back and be amazed at the things that we've been able to do and accomplish even during this pandemic. I am so excited that over the next 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to have a huge virtual reveal so that you can see some of the work that has been put in at the church. I'm excited about it. It's a blessing. God has blessed us richly, and I believe He is going to honor us because we have continued to put Him first and be faithful in our giving and our sowing, even through these turbulent times. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are truly the wind beneath my wings. God bless you. Continue to stay tuned for all of our announcements, and we are so looking forward to what God is going to do in the future. God bless you. You guys take care.